Hi there, welcome to my studio. Thanks for checking out this video. My name is Siobhan. On this channel, I share videos about a dynamic and expressive approach to drawing the figure. So each week I share tips and techniques for drawing and I share my own process. If you're interested in figure drawing, then subscribe so that we can stay in touch. In today's video, I am sharing my process for some very short gesture drawings. This is going to be 5 drawings in 5 minutes. Each drawing no more than 60 seconds. So I'm going to just roll the timer and explain a bit of my process as we go. So I hope you enjoy it. Here's a video. I'll check back in with you at the end. For these drawings, I'm following a model reel over on New Masters Academy and the link is in the description below. I don't post images on these videos on my channel because of the copyright issues, but definitely go and open up that link if you want to draw along with me. I'm using newsprint paper and a charcoal pencil. I'm going to give you some pointers about how I approach 1 minute or 60-second gesture drawings. And the very first thing that I want to say is that for these poses, you have to remember that you're not trying to draw the figure in a literal sense. You can certainly follow the forms and follow the anatomy of the figure, but try to focus on drawing the flow or the movement throughout the body. Thinking that a gesture drawing is just a fast drawing of the figure is very, very misleading. I mean, I try to draw rhythm lines and lines of movement, and sometimes this does coincide with landmarks of the figure, but I'm never trying to draw the anatomy or the proportion for photorealistic accuracy. I'm really only following the anatomy as a guide in order to get the gesture down. So again, this is not a fast drawing of the figure. I personally like to think of it as a direct drawing of the figure. The marks may be going down quickly on the page, but that's because you're trying to capture an impression as directly as you can. You can see in these drawings the proportions are off, the anatomy is off, the drawings don't really match the reference, but there's definitely something else that comes through that matches the pose in a gesture drawing. If you look up the word gesture in a dictionary, the definition I think is something along the lines of it's a movement of the body that indicates an idea or a meaning. I think that should tell you everything that you need to know about making a gesture drawing. If you try to draw the figure properly, but very, very fast, you might end up with bad gesture drawings with figures that might look a bit cartoony. In the book, The Natural Way to Draw, Nicolaides says that within the first 5 seconds of a gesture drawing, you should be aiming to put something down that indicates every part of the body. Now, I think that's a lot to ask, but I think what he means is that from the beginning, especially in poses as short as 60 seconds, try to be drawing the whole pose. So don't focus on just one area or don't draw one section at a time. Try to move from top to bottom or around the whole pose continuously. Try to connect each part of the figure to the overall whole figure as one unit. I think this is where you'll find the flow throughout the entire form. And you'll also, start to understand how to draw the whole figure as a unified, cohesive form instead of drawing it in sections. Nicolaides also says that you should try to keep thinking out of the process. So if you find yourself overthinking it or, questioning how do you approach it or trying to work it out, try to not think about it or try to not overthink it. Instead, just allow your muscles to respond to the pose, allow your hand and eye to capture it, and then just trust that the marks you make are going to match that. The best advice is just to let the drawing appear directly and honestly. Don't question it, and don't stop to fix it or make corrections. I mean, very often you'll find that you think your drawing is awful, but just move on. Don't, judge it at all. I guarantee you, when you look back afterwards, the drawing that you thought was terrible will appear much more dynamic to you, and you'll see that you did actually capture the power and energy of the body. One of the reasons why I think it is so crucial for beginners to learn and understand gesture drawing is because gesture is about movement, and learning to draw movement will help you to draw the figure. The human body is built to move. I think that aspect is simply as important to your understanding of the figure as are the medical names of bones and tendons and muscles. Drawing movement is the key to drawing life, and it's the key to imparting some sense of aliveness into your drawings. That's simply always going to help your drawings, whether they're accurate to a photo or not. So I hope some of these tips or pointers were helpful to you in your gesture drawing. I actually did a few more. I know I said I was going to do 5 drawings in 5 minutes, but I did a couple more. So I'm going to let the video play out. Let me know in the comments what you think of doing just poses as short as 60 seconds, and I'll check back in with you at the end. Thank you so much for watching this video, and as always, thanks for your support on this channel. Please give this video a like if you think it's worthwhile, and definitely subscribe so we can stay in touch. And let me know in the comments if you take up this practice I'd love to hear from you. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.